for the topic biometrics. First of all, what is biometrics? Biometrics comes from the Greek word bios and metrikos. Bios means life and metrikos means measures. Biometrics refers to the automatic identification of a person based on his or her psychological and behavioral characteristic. In short, it is an analysis of unique psychological and behavioral characteristics such as face or voice, and especially a means of verifying personal identity. Biometrics are something you know, something you have, and something you are. So, why biometrics? Passwords are not reliable. It can be stolen, forgotten, shared. Many passwords are easy to guess. Because of your password can be compromised, lost, guesswork. You really can't be sure of only using passwords. Protect sensitive information like banking, medical, commercial, and government. Critical data information like listed above should be handled carefully. So, why biometrics? Because biometrics allows a high level of security.
And now, let's talk about biometric companies. The first one is Dermalog. Dermalog is founded by Gunter Mill and keep on revolutionizing biometric security products and solutions and has shaped the world for over 25 years. Law enforcement authorities or civil governmental agencies like national registration, voter and driver registrations, health agencies or security agencies belong to our customer base. Dermalog also develops solutions for access and data security or authorization and authentication services as well as mobile security. Governmental organizations, public and private businesses all over the world trust Dermalog's expertise and state-of-the-art biometric products. Dermalog Identification Systems, or GmbH, based on Hamburg, is the largest German biometrics manufacturer and is known as the biometrics and security innovation leader. The second one is Secugen. Secugen Corporation is the world's leading provider of advanced optical fingerprint recognition technology, products, and tools and platforms. Secugen has been serving the global biometrics industry since 1998 and strives to provide its customers with the highest quality products and services through continuous research and development and dedicated technical support. Secugen's core technologies include patented CEIR-based fingerprint sensors with 500 dpi resolutions and proprietary extraction and matching algorithms. They are also known for their extreme durability, accuracy, and support for a wide range of platforms. Secugen's fingerprint biometric products include FBI-certified fingerprint sensors and OEM components, developer kits, biometric software, MINEX-tested, NIST-compliant algorithms, and ready-to-use PC peripherals, including the popular Hamster brand of USB fingerprint readers. The third one is Suprema Biometrics and Security. Suprema is a leading global provider of access control, time and attendance, and biometric solutions. By combining world-renowned biometric algorithms with superior engineering, Suprema has introduced innovations to the security industry over the last decades. Suprema's extensive range of portfolio includes biometric access, control systems, time and attendance solutions, fingerprint live scanners, mobile authentication solutions, and embedded fingerprint modules. Suprema is named the world's top 50 security manufacturer and has a worldwide sales network in over 140 countries, with number 1 market share in biometric access control in Europe, Middle East, and African region.
And now, let's talk about the terms of biometrics. There are three terms of biometrics. The first one is the recognition. Recognition is a piece of technology that is capable of matching a human face from an image taken from a digital picture or a video. There are four steps in recognition. The first one is the capturing. In capturing, your face captured with a photo or video. It doesn't matter if you are alone or in a crowd. The software measures a variety of facial features called landmarks or nodal points. It measures the unique points that you have in your face. The second one is extracting. In extracting, it is said that this is the very important step of face recognition. Why? Because the recognition rates of the systems depends on the meaningful data extracted from the face image. And the third one is comparing. In comparing, the systems are designed to compare and predict potential matches of face regardless of the expressions, facial hair, and age. And the last one is matching. In matching, the key factors are the distance between of your eyes, the depth of your eye sockets, the distance from the forehead to chin, and etc. Next, biometric identifications. There are 5 steps in biometric identification. The first one is the sensor. Sensors are a mechanical or electronic technology that captures biometric data. For example, the biometric sensor for the face is a device camera. For the fingerprint is a fingerprint pad or sensor. Second is extract features. Extraction is the process by which key features of the samples are selected or enhanced. Typically, the process of a picture extraction relies on a set of algorithms. The methods varies depending on the type of biometrics identification used. The third is biometric database. It consists of determining the identity of a person. The aim is to capture an item from biometric data from this person. It can be a photo of their face, a record from their voice, or an image from their fingerprint. The fourth is biometric matcher. It refers to the process of the degree of match between two biometric signatures. One usually collected at the biometrics enrollment stage, and the other is collected from the biometric verifications or identification stage. And the last one is the output. The output is the result of all these steps that we gathered. And the last one of the terms of biometrics is biometric verifications. Biometrics verifications. The steps in biometric verifications are the same from the biometric identifications. The differences between these two is biometric identifications are focuses on the output, while in biometrics verifications it focuses on the accept or reject.
Physical biometrics refers to physiological features on the human body that can serve as identification. It was categorized in 5: the fingerprint, face recognition, hand geometry, iris scan, and retina scan. Fingerprint recognition is the process of the verification of a person's identity by comparing their fingerprints with previously recorded samples. Fingerprints are impressions of human fingers consisting of a series of ridges and grooves. When we say facial recognition, it is a way of identifying or confirming an individual's identity using their face. Facial recognition systems can be used to identify people in the photos, videos, or in the real time. Facial recognition is a category of biometrics security. It has many uses. Companies can use it for marketing, sending targeted ads to consumers. Law enforcement agencies use it to identify suspects or track down missing persons, and tech companies use it to allow consumers to unlock their devices easily. Next is hand geometry recognition. It is a biometric approach to automatically recognize individuals based on the unique geometric features of the hand. One of the benefits of hand geometry recognition technology is its high accuracy rate, as the physical characteristics of an individual's hands are unique and difficult to replicate. However, like other biometric technologies, it also raises concerns related to privacy and security. The fourth one is iris recognition, or iris scanning. It is the process of using visible and near-infrared light to take a high-contrast photograph of a person's iris. It is a form of biometric technology in the same category as face recognition and fingerprinting. Iris is an internal organ part that is well protected and hence difficult to change, also extremely difficult to spoof. Currently, iris recognition technology also enables the ability of liveness detection of the iris. Iris scanner can detect the movement of the iris, therefore eliminating the risk of forged access. Last is retina recognition. Retina recognition is a biometric technique that uses the unique patterns on a person's retina for person's identification. The retina is the layer of blood vessels situated at the back of an eye. The eye is positioned in front of the system at a captured distance ranging from 8 cm to 1 meter. The persons must look at a series of marks viewed through the eyepiece and line them up. The eye is optically focused on the scanner to capture the retina pattern. The retina is scanned with the near-infrared radiation, and the unique pattern of the blood vessels is captured. Retina recognition makes use of the individuality of the patterns of the blood vessels. The next one is the behavioral biometrics. It refers to any persons of behavior that is specific to the user, such as the rhythm and cadence with which they actually type on their computer keyboard. We have three kinds of behavioral characteristics: the speaker or voice, handwriting or signature, and the patterning or keystroke. Speaker recognition is the identification of a person from characteristics of voice. It is used to answer the question, who is speaking? The term voice recognition can refer to speaker recognition or speech recognitions. Examples of how voice recognition is used include the virtual assistants. The Siri, Alexa, and Google virtual assistants all implement voice recognition software to interact with users. The way consumers use voice recognition technology varies depending on the product. Next is signature verification. It is the process of comparing a presented signature to a reference signature to assess the validity of the presented signature. Financial institutions, election monitors, and other entities use signature verification techniques to look for forgeries. Last is keystroke dynamics. It is the study of whether people can be distinguished by their typing rhythms, much like handwriting used to identify the author of a written text. Possible applications include acting as an electronic fingerprint or in an access control mechanism.
Good day everyone, my name is Kisha Manzano and I'm going to discuss about the advantage and disadvantage of biometrics. First is the advantage. The first advantage is the increase of biometrics. Biometrics is more secured because biometric is stored as an encrypted numeric value as opposed to raw data. So even if the criminal did manage to hack into a biometric database, they only see the encrypted data. Next is to reduce the password. So to reduce the password administration cost, so implementing a facial matching solution can significantly reduce support cost associated with password. Example is forgotten password. Next is biometrics make it possible automatically to know who did what, where, and when. Because biometric is the most suitable means of identifying and authenticating individuals in a reliable and in a fast way through a unique biological characteristic. Last is biometric replaced hard to remember password which may be shared and observed. Next is the disadvantage of biometrics. First is costly. Biometrics is typically acquiring new hardware, software licenses, and purchasing any special equipment required for proper functioning such as fingerprint scanners and cameras. Next is facial imaging can also hinder accurate identification because facial recognition is not completely accurate. It creates a list of potential matches. Next is the scanning of the eye is fearful. Infrared rays could have negative impact on vision. Next is missing body part problem. The scanner will not recognize the missing body part. Last is the false acceptance occurs when the system incorrectly matches an input to a matching template, and false rejections. The system fails to detect match between the input and the matching template. Now, what are the advantage and the disadvantage of biometric authentication? Let's talk about the advantages. First is biometric authentication is convenient, avoiding the need to memorize and replace passwords. Next is faces, fingerprints, or any other method of biometric authentication. It is fast, avoiding lost time from inputting codes or writing passwords. Next is reliable face recognition is harder to take bypass. What are the disadvantages of biometric authentication? First is a data breach can give you malicious actors unauthorized access to our biodata and medical records. Cheaper biometric authentication can lead to a racial discrimination and social exclusion. Our biodata is highly valuable, requiring new regulations to ensure our privacy. It can be used by the third party without our knowledge and consent. It can be used by the government for surveillance, tracking, and identification. Our data is unique, so if it is comprised, example, a mood of your fingerprint, it is not possible to generate a new one. That's all. Thank you for listening.